Welcome again to the unboxing for GMK White and Black. It's only taken me 40 minutes, or more than that, to get the stream to work. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and open this thing up. Yeah, as long as it's working. I apologize for that. I have no idea what's going on. Maybe during spring break I should just reinstall Windows and everything, because this is actually ridiculous. Just the amount of things just not working and working. Also, Foreman Duran, thanks so much for 6 months in a row. I really appreciate it. I know we had Mr. Keeps earlier with 10 months in a row as well. Oh, and our video trans. So PC Low Letter, I did find out about how the video transcodes thing works for non-partners. So basically, kinda, you can think of it as there's a. I mean, for anyone who doesn't know how it works, but so I actually asked God about this because this is kind of what he works on, and. So there's a limit to how many people can have the different video quality options, and so Twitch partners get priority, and then affiliates and everyone else. And so if you stream at a very popular time, then you're gonna be stuck to just one quality option, and so people with slow internet will get fucked. But if you stream at a not very popular time when traffic is pretty low, there's not a lot of Twitch partners streaming, not a lot of people watching, then all the options open up, and so it's kind of random as well. And then so if you start streaming at a time where you have the quality options, they won't get taken away for the rest of the stream, and something like that. So it's kind of, if you're not a Twitch partner, it's kind of luck of the draw depending on what you get. Does Twitch support more than 1080 yet? I don't think so, right? I think it's still 1080, 60 is the highest. But yeah, because I was pretty confused, and then so I asked God about how it all works. So I know some people mentioned that. Oh my God! See, this is what I hate about. What am I fucking? Okay, at least there's no address right on the top. That's good. I hate when they do that shit. At least it's folded on the inside this time. Here we go. Oops, that's upside down. GMK White and Black. Also 100 million Blank Turk, how's it going? And so this is the second week of January. I hope everyone's 2019 still going okay. If it's not great, I hope it's at least not terrible. There shouldn't be too many problems with White and Black. We'll check it out right now. So I'm gonna link the mass drop page for it. Man, I really hate that they call it mass drop, because then it's hard to say a mass drop. What do you call it? It's not a group buy either. Not really. And I am not gonna bother with the guest link. I'm gonna assume most of you already have an account there. But anyway, so if you want to look at it right now, we can check it out actually. So, oh, this one's fucked too. So this thing got reset as well in the crash. It's showing my main desktop. Amazing. Let's see if I can change it. There we go. Okay. Wonder what else is broken. So this is the page for it. You can see that you can join the drop right now. So what's happening is I'm not sure if these are just leftovers or they just ordered a lot during the buy, and whether they're gonna stock it, you know, retail. So if you are familiar with some of the other things on Mass Drop, so especially audio, there are some, I think, like men's accessories which have the same thing, but I know audio for sure they have a few products that Mass Drop will always keep in stock, and so you can always buy them. They're it's basically just like buying from a store. And so this is probably the first time I've seen anything keyboard related. Well, I mean, there have been some. My first time seeing a GMK set do this, and then I think that the way GMK, the way the pricing is, you know, it's really close to the group buy price. I paid basically 99.99, so 100. I paid 100 plus shipping. I paid 100 plus shipping, I think, or is it 100 shipped? I don't even remember now. But anyway, so this is 110 shipped if you're in the US, and I think that this is a great price point for what you get, and you really are not going to be able to get, at least for now, you can't really get great white on black, you know, PBT anyway. There are some options coming up that might be decent, but yeah, but for now this is incredible value. 110 shipped. It'll ship and it'll arrive in, like, you know, a week or two, and so I think this is the cheapest GMK set we've seen stocked, you know, retail. So that's nice. And if you look at their audio stuff, let's see. Oh my god, can I not just do? Okay. Holy shit, this is so annoying. It doesn't say which ones are. But I'm gonna assume all the Mass Drop made ones are in stock. Let's do that. But yeah, see, so it's basically in stock. You can just buy it. So I don't know yet. I don't know. Does anyone know whether they're gonna stock it forever? So that would be really cool if they do that. I don't know how to affect the other, you know, group buys. Kind of a pro and con thing. The pro, of course, is that then more people will try GMK. Another thing is then it might cannibalize other GMK set sales. For Mindora, no, I did not get in on JTK. I am not buying anything JTK. When I do, I will actually announce it. But no, I have not seen anything from them that I've been impressed with. So I just haven't bought anything. And Chase, yes, that is Wallpaper Engine. It's one of the few decent ultra wide wallpapers made by Mass Drop program. Yeah, so I think maybe, you know, it makes sense. Something so simple. It's just white on black. It's classic. I think that they might just start stocking it, just there for 110 shipped, which I think is, you know, pretty nice, pretty nice. Probably go in and out of availability depending on demand. Okay, yeah. So I mean, that's kind of how the audio ones work as well. You know, sometimes they'll go out of stock for a bit, and then they'll wait for more to get manufactured, and then it'll be in stock again. Of course, the way they kind of market it makes it seem like it's super limited, and then I know some people have gone tricked by the audio thing, like, oh my god, it's the drop is, you know, ending in 24 hours. I gotta buy it now, and then turns out, oh, it's like an everyday thing. Oh. Wanna try GMK? I'm too scared of shine and feeling gross. Okay, yeah, then don't do it. I think that there are a lot of really good PBT options coming up, so I am going to slow down on my GMK purchases as well. I opened it. Oh, it's just... It was packed upside down. I thought I opened it the wrong way. So, you know, pretty basic. Just cool box though. So we got a extra 60 spacebar here, and that's it. That's all the. There's not a ton of compatibility. It's still gonna be a lot compared to most sets, but as in, it's not insane, not ludicrous, not over the top, which is nice. So that's how it keeps the price point. I know beadlocks. I didn't want just the master made, so that's why I didn't click on it. I wanted things that were. I wanted there to be a sort option for things that are in stock, because there are some things that are not master made, but are in stock. If that makes sense. Because okay, there is a in stock one. Okay, great. Was there an option for me? Okay, so not from the page I was at though. Yeah, so I could not get to that link from where I was. There's no option for it in the page. And the one was... Okay, what was I? But yeah, thanks for the in-stock link. How did you get to the in-stock link? But yeah, it's kind of weird. Twitch chat Gina says, in your opinion, that's not the best makers in this hobby. Oh no, that's kind of a hard question to answer, right? Especially in such a small hobby where anything I say will be and probably and will be used against me. People, unfortunately, you know, just from what we saw on last week, I guess, a lot of makers are incredibly thin-skinned and petty, and they like to get into arguments and things like that. So I'll stay out of that. But if you are asking in terms of, okay, what kind of keyboard can I buy? What you know, brand or whatever, custom keyboard that I can buy and not worry about it being a shit show. I can think of maybe 2 or 3. TX, Duck, and maybe KBD fans. That's it. That's literally it. Everything else is kind of it's a big gamble. Alright, so white on black. Very black. We will compare it with some PBT black and you will see why some people want this. So the thing with TX and Duck is that they are pretty drama free for the most part. And you can buy it. They've been doing the same thing for, I think the only TX, so TX 1800 at the start was kind of shaky, and then the recent, like, you know, I'd say they both have the best track record in this hobby. Even Zeal, the thing is that he's only done really 2 drops for his Zephyr. 2 drops, see, oh my god. 2 group buys or pre-orders or 2 rounds for his Zephyr. And even this one, you know, they have to do he's trying to get replacements and he stopped shipping them apparently. and I was really disappointed with the Zephyr anodizing. And some of the others, yeah, not very reliable, unfortunately. And a lot of them, like I said, just unfortunately, just very petty. If you say anything, they can kick you. They can kick you out of the buy, or they can just not send you your product, and just other things like that. And just so I'd rather just buy from someone who's just kind of distant, kind of just So Duck and TX, and the thing about Duck and TX is, I've built so many different kinds of boards, from so many different makers, brands, what do we call them? The most reliable ones, the most consistent ones have always been the Ducks and the TX boards. They might not be the absolute best, but in terms of the finish, the fit, the quality control, both of them are right at the top. Yeah, I really don't think any other brand comes close to both of those. Because even LZ, he has some really nice boards, and then some others are just like, what the hell is going on? Okay, so real quick, you can see that this is black, and this is kind of an off black. I mean, it has to be an off black so that you can dye black on it. And so that's how you get the black on black look. But you can see why, if you have a black keyboard, you want this black instead of this one. This is just a deeper, and because it's glossy, it's a nice, consistent, kind of deep black. What issues has TGR had? I mean, just look at the TGRs I've unboxed. They've not been great. And I know people who've been burned by TGR buys as well. Good friends of mine who've been burned. Actually, both of those guys have quit the hobby because of TGR. Or TGR was kind of the final straw for them. Mightyfine Shindig says my white TX came in pretty good condition. That's good to hear, because I know he was telling everyone that it'll just be all B stock or something like that, right? But yeah, I had a lot of people asking me my opinions about the whole, Brian Lee reviews post, and all the people just getting all pissed off about it. And it's like, I don't want to. Like, I hate that Gawk told me about the Reddit post, and so I clicked on it, and then I read the comments, and like, why did I just do that? So I don't have a black case, but we're gonna put it on this brown case. It's the closest thing I have to black. I mean, it's nice though, right? Check that out. Could always mix some other colors in here, which is nice. So the nice thing about a set like that is you can do a lot of stuff with it. You could do Serica mods if you want. We could do black and yellow. We could do black with Honeywell red, the white and red keys. We could do that. I can bring some out and we can try out some combos. Fun Sployer, how's it going? Be glad I didn't read. Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm not on there. It's like the shithole of the mechanical keyboards hobby. The armpit, if you will. Brings out the anonymity plus instant messaging. A recipe for disaster. So this Zeal 60 also... Okay, hold on. Man, why are they not allowing Gawk? Poor Gawk. That's literally his last name, but I think Twitch, the Automod, thinks that it's a variant of Gook or something like that. It's kind of like a reverse race, or unintentional racist. It's like Gawk is a Chinese last name. Gawk says to come out later this year. Which one? You talking about Kuroshiro or the black, white, and red? Also, is that Ian or is that Lanier? I'm gonna assume that's Ian. Ian USW. Because capital I and L is kind of difficult to differentiate. But these are just V1 Zilios. I can't remember if they're 65 or 67. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, plateless, which is nice. Sleeps in, how's it going? Ian, okay. So I guessed it right. TGI has the best anno. Oh yes, absolutely. Man, this is a really nice set though, right? I like the, you can't really get this deep of a black with PBT most of the time, because it's kind of like, when you have a matte TV or computer screen versus a glossy one. If you want it to be a deep, sharp black, then, a glossy screen can give you a deeper black. Of course, then you've got OLED and other things, so then it gets a bit... whatever. You get what I'm saying. Do those trays fit SD caps? No, they do not. They don't even fit OEM profile, from what I remember. Ian says the Koreans are quite good at analyzing. If you read Cool Enjoy, the Korean Keyboard forum, they complain about the smallest marks on the inside of the case. Depends. It depends. You can't just generalize like that, because TX and Duck are from Korea. LZ is also from Korea though, and I've seen some pretty average anodizing from some LZ boards. So it really depends. You can't just one country is good or one community is good with that. Like, it really just depends. I can tell you though, right off the bat, most custom keyboards that come from the USA are gonna be fucking garbage. As in, if they're made in the USA, if it's almost the whole thing's made in the USA, most of them are gonna be really terrible, or just either really terrible or very overpriced for what they are, which I guess means they're really terrible. What other keyboards that have I done that's from Korea and really bad anodizing and quality control? Yeah, LZ's is a great example, because LZ has so many different designs and stuff that, yeah, some of them are great, some of them are just bad. I know a lot of people got, instead of brown, they ordered brown and it turned out black. So Daredevil brought one. Daredevil is local to Dallas as well. And so when he came to visit over the weekend, he brought his tofu, and his tofu was almost black, whereas mine is still, you can still kind of see that it's supposed to be brown. I think with the black keys you can really tell that the case is brown now. But the black is pretty nice. Like look at that. Just nice and simple. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna try some accent keys. I'm gonna change it up a little bit. Chase says, I have a silver Tofu 65 on the way. Is there an easy way I can change the color of it? Tofu 65. I mean, the easiest way is to buy another one. But other than that, you're going to just have to find somewhere where they'll do Cerakoting or powder coating. And it really depends, because it depends on the size of the gaps. If the case is very tight, the walls of the case is very tight against the keycaps, then you won't be able to Cerakote or powder coat it. You can, but you just won't be able to use keycaps for your keyboard. That's a problem that has plagued some boards, quite a few boards actually, like the Pearl, the 40% Pearl, M65 as well. The bottom row is way too close to the bottom bezel. But the Tofu 65, at least the case itself, the design is very simple. It's a simple tray mount, so there are, you don't have to worry at least about, the different parts fitting together and all that. You just have to worry about, okay, is there enough room on the sides for me to put another coat over it? I do not need to keep this box right now. Wish I got the darker one. Oh. Yeah, so that's kind of it. And then, look for either someplace that can usually re-anodizing is kind of tricky though, because quality control might be bad. Powder coating and Cerakoting are a bit better at hiding any kind of flaws. Powder coating especially, I think if you got a thick coat, it's easy to mask anything. And then, it depends on, the place that I brought my TX75 to get Cerakoted honestly wasn't that great. It had a lot of good reviews. I should have suspected something when it was just this kind of, it was just sketchy neighborhood, and then this kind of dilapidated house. And from the outside, you could just smell two things: paint, like the spray paint, that kind of smell, the aerosol spray paint, the paint, and weed. That was all you could smell. It was a really pungent combo of weed and paint. You walk in, that's all you smell. And most of the time when you knock, no one's gonna answer the door. Either someone's painting and then someone's just smoking up a storm or some shit. And so they didn't have any vacuum places, like the dust proof. Usually if you want to do good powder coating and Cerakoting, you want to have a not so much a box, but you need a way to get rid of dust in the air, so that when you spray, there won't be specks of dust on the item. So I had a lot of problems with that, where I had some of the things I brought there had dust and shit like that. So paint booth, there we go, that's what I'm looking for. A booth. Purple, how's it going? 10 months in a row, thank you so much. Purple, you said to come pick up the GMK Phantom. We gotta go out and get some food. Okay, let's get some different keys to mix the colors. See what we got. Ian, oh man, I was just talking to my friend about the Supra. So, talk about super disappointing. That was terrible. But, so, first of all, we heard that it was not going to be a supercar. Unlike the previous Supra, which, punch way above its weight class, we thought, it's not a supercar? Fine, okay? It's difficult to compete now. We get it, whatever. And then we found out, it's just gonna share. It's basically a BMW Z4 with, the chassis is just a Z4 basically, with a Z4 engine as well, right? And it's just a Z4 in different clothes. That's kind of disappointing. But we thought, okay, maybe it could still be alright. And it turns out the clothes they put on it are just fucking terrible, and so it just looks ugly too. It's just bad all around. I don't get it. It's so sad. I know that the previous Supra was not that beautiful to begin with, but this one actually, I think, might be worse. Red. What else we got? Guess we got some GMK. Nah. Ooh. Doge. Taking the Maxi Red Pandas? No. Sends me bored with those, I won't be getting it, because I don't get sent samples or anything anyway, so unless I'm buying it myself, and I'm not interested in Holy Pandas and all that, anything related to that, so unfortunately no. But if someone is gonna build something with it and sends it my way, then that would be cool. We get to see it. There's the glow in the dark switches as well. It's just people are running out of ideas. I know, I've not seen the pre-built and hot swappable boards. I don't care about pre-built boards at all, so I just haven't followed that. Hot swap doesn't matter to me as well. Wait, auto only? Oh man. That is a big shame. B-Lock says, my uncle does powder coating, but I don't know if I trust his workers with a keyboard. They mainly do industrial size stuff. Oh yeah, so that tiny things they won't get. The thing is, this place is supposed to just do small product. It's supposed to just do hobby, scale things. They do what are those Yeti coolers or whatever bottles that the thermos, whatever you call it, that shit, and motorcycle parts, rims, and things like that. And so I didn't expect them to fuck up keyboard cases. Find some new spicy food to check out. Dude, speaking of spicy stuff, so I went to 99 Ranch yesterday. They didn't have lingams anymore. They stopped stocking it. Yeah, that's not bad. With a red anarchy, look at that. Brian, how's it going? Ridari, so we went to the Carrollton 99 Ranch. Ian says they stopped stocking lingams in the Bay Area 2 years ago. So the last batch, 99 cents a bottle, snagged the whole box. Damn it! I wonder if I think you can buy it on Amazon, right? It's just really expensive. It's just a shame, man. Mine when I moved, they went bad. Okay. Holy fuck, they're expensive as hell on Amazon. $10 a bottle. What? Cheapest is $10 a bottle. That's fucking insane. Yeah. So Ian, are you from Singapore or Malaysia or somewhere else in Southeast Asia. Yeah, I mean, Lingams is. So I'm from Malaysia, and Lingams. Back home, Lingams wasn't anything special. It's like, it's there, but it's not amazing. But over here, it's literally the only real spicy chili sauce you can get. Okay, Singaporean, very nice. Yeah, it's literally, I've been in the US for 6-7 years now. The spiciest thing is the Lingams extra hot sauce, and that thing is made in Malaysia. It's not even made over here. So yeah, spiciest thing I've had here was imported from Malaysia. Amazing. Mine needs to make some non-box version of the box fights. Yeah, I mean they have the Speed Pro version, but the Speed Pros are so bad anyway. I had a set of wheels powder coated black for free. Oh, that is nice, B-Locks. Readery, are you in DFW as well? Or do you have a 99 Ranch near you? I think it's under the Richmond store. Okay. There are... I need... Yeah, I'll probably have to check some other ones, but yeah, they completely just stopped selling Lingam stuff. Maybe the new Z Tao or whatever will have it. I don't know. Or I'll check the other 99 Ranch. So, black and red. Oh, you're in the Bay Area. Yeah, so I'm in Dallas. No. There are two 99 Ranches here. For some reason, I thought when you said Richmond, I was thinking Richardson, because there's no 99 Ranch there, but there are a few Asian markets there. Okay, so black and red. This is black and red. I mean, not bad. Look at that. This is a Honeywell red. So yeah, so this set is just great for this. You can do a lot with it. Need IRL stream Anthony shopping at 99 Ranch. Dude, I need to cook again, man. I was recently there are some dishes I really miss that you can't find outside. I'll have to cook it myself. But I don't want to cook for just one person. So maybe what I need to do is I just need to invite some friends and then just do something. Oh, you can't really use this Dolce one because these are icon mods. So that's a shame. Would have been cool otherwise. You could also try to put gray keys on here to match with the bag of this. It's just dope. Yeah, so you could try to do something with Dolce and white and black. There's just so many options. You could do Oblivion Gray as well. Just gonna put some of the gray beside it. See, so you could have a gray and black. Could be nice. Yeah, or we could just do all yellow mods. Yellow and black for Bumblebee. Kind of aesthetic. You have to take all the mods though, because he's an icon. Does anyone have the SA version of Honeywell? I mean, the colors are going to be quite a bit different just because Signature Plastics is not good at color matching at all. They are actually really bad. So they can't even make consistent colors in the same batch. So as in the same keycap set, the spacebar could look quite different from the rest of the keys. And their own keys, the keycaps look different in terms of the colors from their own samples. So yeah, so they can't even match their own product. Whereas GMK is quite the opposite of that. GMK is really great at trying to match things perfectly. But of course, if the designer's idea is bad, then you're gonna get GMK Necro or GMK Plum. VPR, how's it going? Ridari, maybe what you should do is you should start a Lingam store. I would buy it. If you sell it for less than $10 shipped, I would do it. It would be difficult to sell it for less than $10 shipped though. But you sell it for less, for I think two for less than $20 something shipped, I'll do it. First day university done. Very nice. Which one are you at right now? Yeah, UNT. Oh yeah, UTD. UTD is insanely expensive. Okay, UNT. Well, let me know how UNT is. Maybe I'll think about going there. Okay, so control. I remember this is control because I remember that stupid infographic thing about how it ended up being control. How the control key ended up looking like that. Still one of the dumbest things I've seen in my life, but oh well. Okay, and this is white and black with GMK Serica icon mods. I know these two are backspaces, just kind of ignore that for now. But check that out. Look, parking at UNT is a nightmare. Apparently UTD is really bad as well when it comes to parking. I'm actually subbed to the UTD subreddit for some reason, because I did think about going there a few years ago, but it ended up being too expensive, so I didn't go. Group buy for Lingams? Hell yeah, I'll do it. Which one do you like? You have, okay, 1 bottle regular garlic and then 3 bottles extra hot. Dude, my brothers do not like the extra hot. They say it's too spicy. I fucking love the extra hot. The others are just kind of whatever. Extra hot is the good stuff, man. PC Load Letter says never heard of Lingams. Okay, so PC Load Letter, I hope you won't get disappointed. So Lingams it's not, back home it really wasn't anything special. In Malaysia, it's like, one of just the big brand names for chili sauce. But chili sauce is a staple. Basically everywhere you go, almost everywhere you go, there would be chili sauce of some form. That's typically what you get at kind of Western food places. So anything that you could eat with ketchup, they'll have that sort of chili sauce there as well. And so we would have that kind of chili sauce at KFC. We have that thing at McDonald's. It's great with fried chicken, with fries. It's a condiment kind of chili sauce, a hot sauce. Yeah, so you don't use it for cooking. So say like a Laukan Ma chili oil, that's a chili. They call it hot sauce. Some people call it hot sauce for some reason. It's not. But the chili oil, that's kind of more of a cooking thing, and then this one is a condiment, so you just use it as a dip or whatever. Yeah, man, extra hot. Yes, Ian. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Yeah, in Singapore and Malaysia, it's just there. It's just like it's a common thing. But over here, you can't find anything like that. So, over here, that's the good stuff. Whereas back home, that's like, oh, chili sauce. And people would rather have the homemade stuff. Like if they make the chili sauce, if any place you go to makes the chili sauce in house, that's the good stuff. One thing I will say that Singapore has over Malaysia is their McDonald's has better chili sauce. their McDonald's, they have this garlic based chili sauce, and so it has a nice rough texture. So yeah, it's closer to a chicken rice chili sauce. So it's closer to the Hainan style chicken rice chili sauce. The one at McDonald's in Singapore, it's that rough garlicky texture. The ones in Malaysia would be like the ones you get from. It would be kind of like lingams, where it's a more jello like. Yeah. One of those guys that go to McDonald's to take packs of garlic chili sauce to bring back to the United States. Hey, wait, hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find something. Damn it, I can't find it. So when I can't remember whether it was my friend or my brother when they went back to Malaysia, they brought me back chili packets from McDonald's. I don't know, Tabasco, and even a lot of the Mexican type of hot sauces, they just don't. They're not as spicy, or at least it's not. It's first of all, it's not the same kind of spicy. It's more sour. It registers as sour to me, like either it's very vinegary, very tangy. It's all right. I want an actual spice. I want something that is just, has a nice kick to it, and of course flavor. Deagle, how's it going? Okay, so this is black with the yellow. I think this is quite nice actually. I would use this. Pretty nice colors. Do I like it? I can't tell. Dude, you were looking for kind of cheap GMK sets, right? So if you still are, if or you're just interested maybe picking some up. This black set, which is great and amazing for matching with any kind of accent keys, is available on Mass Drop, and you can buy it retail. You don't have to wait, or while you wait for shipping, and that's it. It's already produced. They have it in stock. They have it on hand. You buy for 110 shipped, and yeah, you can get it in a week or two. And so you can, pair the set with accent. GMK accent kits. I think Originative will have the most options for accent keys. Okay, let's look at some. Let's go to display. Oops. Showing you chat. Okay. Add-ons. See, so we have a white and black. So you want something preferably with white legends. I guess black legends are okay as well. But white legends would be the best. Okay, so you can mix the black alphas with, some. You can either use just some of the keys, or you can just use all the mods. Get a magenta and black. You can mix in some of these, or black and red. So white on black and red. Green Savage with the gift sub, 28th. Gift sub. We're close to 30 already from Talisman Solutions. Thank you so much. But yeah, so you have a lot of options. Or if you're one of those guys that likes colored space bars or accented space bars, accent colored space bars, then yeah, you could just easily mix it with anything because it's black and white. You could do so much with it. So if you are just curious about trying out GMK, or you just want something that you get to mix and match with, then yes, I absolutely recommend this set. I think that it's got enough compatibility for most people, and yeah, it's just white and black, so simple, so clean, so nice, and so versatile. Another thing is then you don't have to worry about it. Oh, is it gonna match my case? Whatever. It's black. It'll look good with anything. Honestly, been wanting a rainbow set. Well, there are some GMK options out there with some crazy colors. Or just get one of the PBT ones. Necro mods. Oh my god. How to ruin a set. In one simple step. Okay, what else can we pair? So one thing we can try to do is, let's see. Man, see, you can kinda see the purple now, but then at some angles it just looks like an off black. Look at that. That's okay. You can see the purple now. Yeah, what other thing has white on it? Okay, I do wanna. Oh, these are icon mods, so you can't even just use them as accents. You have to use all of them. Damn it. Yeah, but you could do a gray and black if you so prefer. Okay, this is a dope. This is Dolch. Yeah, you could do this as well. Let's try that then. Whoops. Whoops. Could try for a gray and black. I quite like the gray and black. I don't know about you. Oh god. I'm glad I didn't have the display showing when I clicked on that link, Tally. I kind of knew what I was expecting and I still went for it. Oh, these no. Yeah, see, so you could put that there, put this here. Pretty nice, actually. Get that gray, black, and cyan. Which set is it that also has these colors, kind of similar to this? There's a set out there that is similar to this, where it's black, gray, not calm depths. You know what I'm talking about, Shane the Gamer? There's a set that looks like this, and it might be a Max Key SA set or something like that. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. But there is, I remember seeing on Z Frontier. Let me look. Is it Ocean Dolch or something like that? Oh my god, I didn't realize they have so many. Holy shit. That's a lot. Oh no, I'm not thinking of Modern Doge. I know Modern Doge, but I'm not thinking of that. Yes, Ocean Doge is the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, cyan and then with darker alphas. Moki Doki, thank you so much. This is looking cute. Anthony, well, thank you very much. I feel so pretty already. 7 months in a row. But yeah, I was thinking of Ocean Doge, yes. So both SP and no. So this was the one, the GMK one. Let me put the link here. I already found it. Or maybe achromatic. Okay, let's look at achromatic too. Oh, it's taking a while to load. Oh no, not this, because this doesn't have the sign. This is nice though. I really like this. This looks super nice. This achromatic thing. Wow, that is pretty nice. So Ian, I pretty much stopped doing switch swap services though, unfortunately, because the liability is just not worth it, or it's not worth the liability, because you know it's basically time I could spend building a full custom board. But you know, when it's a pre-built, there's just a lot of things that could easily go wrong because they use cheaper solder. They you know, the PCBs, usually the parts are cheaper as well, and there's just a lot of these problems that I've had enough of you know, either trying to fix something that just randomly broke, you know, things like that don't happen with custom boards when you're desoldering. And so I've stopped doing it for the most part. I will do it for expensive custom boards because it's just, I know some people just don't want to risk it doing themselves, but yeah, but for preview boards, like someone's asked me to do a Razer as well, and I think I'm ready to just say no to that because it's just, yeah, if anything breaks, I have to pay for the whole thing. And in my experience, the problem is that with custom PCBs, at least if something breaks, the PCBs are simple enough where you can find a way to try and fix it. But when it's a lot of these ones where the PCBs are a bit more complex and a lot of stuff is proprietary, there's just not a lot of resources out there. So if anything breaks, good luck, because no one knows how to try and fix it. But yeah, shooting the gamer, yeah, I didn't think so much of the legend colors, but I was just thinking in terms of the gray and then the black or dark gray and then the cyan. And NGB, no, I did not have issues with that because I did not program the TKC 1800. But yeah, Ian, I would say, you know, if you, and also if you want box switches, unfortunately, they still break GMK sets. So unless you have a way of shaving down the stems for the box switches, I think that you should avoid doing that as well. Also, Striker, thank you so much. 1 whole year. So Ian's from Singapore. Striker is from Malaysia. So not just from a neighboring country. He's actually from the same shithole that I grew up in. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, it's not as bad now, sorta, kinda. Still, just some of the things they fight about though, it's just like, oh my god, are you for real? Like, okay, so there was a huge controversy about this apartment building or something that would have lights that shine in a cross, and then because it's a Muslim country, a lot of people were very, very upset that this apartment building had their lights, on the side of the building would light up in the shape of cross. And turns out, it wasn't even supposed to be a cross. It was supposed to be the Chinese character for royal or king. And it just wasn't complete. They were still testing out the lights. So it's supposed to be three horizontal lines and a vertical line across. But then they didn't finish it up or some weird thing. First of all, why are you even arguing about that? But yeah, so... And then you have things like, child marriages are perfectly okay. And female genital mutilation is perfectly fine. And yeah, so, yes. There are some things that are better now, but oh my god, some of the shit that I see, I'm just like, this is why I don't want to go back. Yes. Ian, there is a stem shaver, and then there's one that was I just saw today. Someone linked it to me just today as well. I still don't have experiences with that. I'm waiting for Purple to get his stem shaver, and then I'll try it out on my box switches. Oh god, I did not. But yeah, so it's still kind of tricky back home. There's lesbian couple was caned publicly because they were caught making out in the car. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, man. They were in the car. They can do whatever the fuck they want as long as they're consenting adults, whatever. We'll leave them alone. But no. They got caned, and not just caned, publicly caned. There was an issue, huge public things. Ugh. Solid year for Emmy fans. Oh yeah. Yeah. We were pretty sad when we found out that Mourinho was leaving. It's like, god damn it. He was the best thing ever to happen to Man United. That year when he couldn't wear... Dude, okay, so about the Manchester United t-shirt. So I only recently found out, when I say recently, I mean like just a few years ago, I found out that... so you remember the Liverpool jerseys? The fake ones from back home that would have, instead of Carlsberg, they would say Liverpool in that Carlsberg font. Do you remember those? So for the longest time, I was as a kid, you could see other clubs, their fake jerseys would look just like replicas, right? Exactly, just like the real thing, or it looked like the real thing. The sponsors and everything are the same. The badges look the same. But Liverpool was sponsored by Carlsberg, and so the jerseys did not say Carlsberg though. On the front, it would say Liverpool in that fancy ass Carlsberg cursive font. The reason was because alcohol is haram or not halal. Because Muslims are not supposed to drink. Yes. And so they couldn't print Carlsberg on the fake Liverpool jerseys. You know how fucking stupid that is? Yeah, I didn't know, I was a kid. I was just like, what the hell? That's just weird. And I found out a few years ago, my brother told me, like, oh, what? That makes so much sense now. Oh my god. Any recommendations for a good mechanical keyboard for a programmer? I mean, it really depends. And depends on your budget, depends on the kind of switches you want to use. Depends on, what keys you always use. So for example, some programmers will say, I can use and some of them will say, I can use a 60% keyboard just fine for programming. It works for me. Some will actually use an HHKB for some, God knows why. But I know a lot of them will say, no, I cannot do that. I need my Windows key. I need my keys exactly where they are. I need my delete key where it is, my insert key. Some people who use Excel a lot will need their function row because you need the F row keys for shortcuts. There's a lot of shortcuts to use in Excel. Well, not just shortcuts. Some functions you just have to actually use that. Like F2, I think is a big one. And so some people are like, no, I cannot use a 60% or something. So it really depends on what you need. Unfortunately, I can't just give you a list. And I don't really look at pre-built boards anymore, so it's kind of difficult for me to just tell you what to look at as well. I think that, yeah, budget, layout, how quickly do you want it? Do you want it now? Are you okay with waiting months? Are you, because then it'll play into, that will play into the budget part as well. High budget, pre-built, tankless. See, pre-built, unfortunately, there's just not a lot of pre-builds that I recommend. So, and when you say high budget, how much is high budget? Because when some people say high budget, they mean $100 or $200. But in this hobby, when someone says high budget, you think like, oh, $500, $600, $700, $800. And yeah, so it all really depends. See, 300-ish, that would be a high budget for a pre-built board. For custom board, that's like middle range. Entirely yes. Yeah, I am aware of the Saudi Arabia, the public executions. Yeah, that place is not a good place to go if you are used to the 21st century. I think pre-builds are great for trying to figure out what kind of switch you want. I think, okay, honestly, at this point, 2019, I think the best way to approach, if you think, okay, if you never had a mechanical keyboard, then sure, go get a pre-built. At least know that, at least figure out, because that's like the biggest jump you can get. Going from a rubber dome to a mechanical keyboard, almost any kind of mechanical keyboard, honestly. That's going to be your biggest jump. And after that, it's pretty small jumps. Not even jumps, like small steps. And I think that the best way to approach it is to get a board with hot swap so that, pre-built board with hot swap, you can try out the different switches. And then you figure out kind of what switches you like. And then you can start looking into a custom build. That's kind of how I think that is the best way to approach it. Jetstream, how's it going? The ones on Mac Market look atrocious. Oh no, what's going on with the KB8Xs on the Mac Market? Ducky Pro Mini for... Wasn't there a Ducky Mini that was being sold for like $900, $800? Do you have any boards at Helios? Helios, no. I am going to build one of Helios soon, I think. Someone's supposed to send me a board to build with Helios. But yeah, I think that hot swap is the way to go just to figure out kind of what you want first with switches. Of course, it's still not perfect because, for example, I would assume box whites are going to sound bad in a lot of pre-builds because of the plastic case and the hollowness will make box whites sound pretty bad. So it's still not perfect, but it's a great start. You'll at least find out switches that you absolutely hate though. So that's the nice thing about hot swap. Yeah, it is... for people who just, jump in and it's like, oh yeah, just recommend me something. Like, I can't, like, I'm sorry. I guess I can if I just don't care, but I don't want people to have, buyer's remorse and stuff like that. So then it gets a bit tricky. How to make box white sound good, say Choconut. I would say you want a case that is filled up nicely, so not a lot of echo, not a lot of hollowness, so kind of a metal case, aluminum case, and not just aluminum case. You want it to, because some aluminum cases sound really bad, some sound good. So And if it's hollow, fill it up with some kind of thick material, Soberthane. You know, it's really dense. That's what I do with, let's say, this board. See, so this is a big chunk of just aluminum. And you can see that there's going to be, once you put the PCB on top, there's just no space because it's all just thick Soberthane. It's a very dense material. And then you put a steel plate, steel or brass plate. You want something that's hard and stiff and cold sounding, not very lifeless sound. And yeah, you want to minimize this kind of space or anything like that. You give it a very sharp click sound, very clean sounding click. Box whites, I don't like it on an acrylic case or with a plastic plate. Anything that'll give it kind of a hollow sound, I really hate with box whites because then it just kind of messes with the click sound. Just makes it sound cheap. So yeah, that's the thing though. You can't. There's no perfect formula for everything. It's all about min-maxing. Box switches, I actually like steel plates. If it's not box switches, box whites. If it's not a box click switch, if it's something like Zilios or something like vintage blacks, then I hate steel plates. I want, aluminum, I want plastic, I want something else. So yeah, so it just really depends. But with box whites, that's how I would do it. Stiff as hell plate, you want something that will just have almost no echo. You want a very clean sounding board. I got my Soberthane not from Amazon. I got mine from Isolated or whatever. I got it directly from them, the brand. But you can buy them from Amazon too. It ends up being about the same price. And yes, Vominduran, I know. This was the first board that I put Soberthane in. So on the other boards that I've done, yes, I did cut them up. But yeah, this was the first one that I put Soberthane in. I don't think the MF87 is the best pre-built, honestly. I think that it's pretty... I mean, the anodizing is nice. The end product itself, the fit and finish, everything feels nice. I do not like the way it sounds and the way it types. I really do not. It's very pingy. There's a lot of metallic resonance. And yeah, the north-facing switches is a problem as well. There are things you could do to make it better, but at the price point, it's hard to compete with the MF87 because if you want RGB, blah blah. But I would not spend too much money trying to make the MF87 better, if you get what I'm saying. I would just stop there and just start another project. Okay, is there anything else? Otherwise, I am going to run the credits. And I'm going to look for someone to raid on Twitch as well. And I will see you all. So I was supposed to unbox Space Cadet today. I was going to do GMK White on Black and Space Cadet. My package, Space Cadet package, has been on the FedEx truck since Saturday morning or Friday morning. Let me check. Wait, now it says delivered. What? Where did they deliver it to? I did not get anything. So I think... So usually when they say delivered, they're supposed to say they delivered it to... They're supposed to say they delivered it to my apartment leasing office, But it just says delivered, which is what they use for when they drop at your door. So I guess it's at the apartment leasing office. And yeah, they dropped it off at 5 p.m. The office closes at 5:30. Oh well, so Yeah, so I'll do that either Monday or sometime this week. I don't know yet. I hope the mailman didn't steal it. I hope it wasn't Amazon that stole it. I have lost packages to Amazon. No, not Amazon. I've lost packages to USPS. Sorry, not Amazon. I've lost Amazon packages to USPS. Space Cadet looks way better than in photos. Okay, yeah. So we'll I wanted to do Space Cadet today. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. It was supposed to arrive Saturday. Oh wait, I was supposed to check the thing, right? So yes, it was supposed to arrive. Well, at first it was supposed to arrive Friday, and it got delayed to Saturday, and it said it was on the truck for delivery on Saturday at 5 a.m. Nothing happened after that. And then they said, oh, we're going to deliver it Tuesday. And then turns out they delivered it today. Alright, so let's look for someone to raid. If you have any recommendations, let me know. I see... Ooh, quite a lot of people are streaming right now, actually. Mr. Raj is streaming. Shay Raj is streaming. Brick and Nick. And Rocket Sage as well. Okay, so where are we going? I guess we'll go to Mr. Horologist and Daredevil. Good to see you here. See, this would look better on your tofu, right? Your brown tofu. She is a space cadet. Oh no, yeah, she would not be accepted into NASA. No way. Yeah, no, yeah, because yours would actually be, this is the closest thing I have to black, but it's, you can clearly see that it's kind of brown. So yours would look better on this thing. Not sure. I'm not big on the cow switches, but have you seen the big Kyle switches? I still have those actually. I have 3 of those. Maybe I should just give those away. I have no use for them. Yeah, I have the big switches. I have 3 of those. Okay, so let's go to... Yes, I have those. Let's go to Mr. Horologist. If anyone else has any other questions, for now, actually, let me run the credits. I almost forgot about that. Please feel free to join the Discord. Maybe this will... Okay, there we go. Yeah, so feel free to join the Discord. You can get in touch with some people there, the help channel, or just whatever. Maybe there'll be people who can give you ideas. Because it's just useful to just have people just throw stuff at you and then you can just look it up. And yeah, so maybe that'll be helpful. But if not, then... Credits, hold on. There we go, the credits. I need to, actually, I figured, well, you know what I need to do? I need to make the intro screen. I need to make a proper credit screen so that I have the information from the intro screen, because I know Talisman Solutions has been telling me to put the gift subbers list on the intro screen. So I'm thinking I need to just work on a completely new thing to put as the credit screen, because I realize I've been cutting the intro screen away from my YouTube uploads. So kind of defeats the purpose, right? So I should just put it, just have something similar, but with even more stuff. And then on the ending, so that we can do the credits and all that as well. And then we'll just do it right at the end, so that even my YouTube uploads, you'll be able to see it at the end of the video. Okay. So, Vomandoran, Purple, Green Savage, Moki Doki, Striker, thank you so much for the subs, resubs. Talisman Solutions, thank you for the gift subs. Freshening up for the New Year match, the haircut. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And school starts tomorrow. So, oh, well. It's going to be fun. Okay, Friday build stream. It depends on whether I can get some things done, but it's looking like it'll be the KB8X. And Tally the 85 bits. Thank you so much. Thank you. But yeah, so it should be a KB8X if I can get the things all ready for it. But if not, we will see you at Mr. Horologist's Twitch channel or on Friday. Everyone have a great week ahead. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to run the raid right now. Yeah. See you VPR, Tally, Chase, Wonderforce, PC Load Letter, as always, Ian, Daredevil, NGB, Beatlocks, Bug Whisper, Choconaut. Who else is here? Vomindoran. Yeah, so everyone else, goodbye and good night.